Namaste students, I am Madhu Chaudhary and I welcome you again in my geography class. The name of my chapter is India, Size and Location. In our previous class students, we have already discussed about the latitudes. The most important latitudes are equator, then we have read about the Tropic of Cancer. Equator divides the earth into two equal parts, whereas the Tropic of Cancer divides the India into two equal parts. In this chapter, we have to study the third important latitude of India. Third important latitude is Tropic of Capricorn. Tropic of Capricorn is again an imaginary line because we have already discussed that all latitudes and longitudes are imaginary line. Okay, it do not passes through India. Let me tell you students, it is in southern hemisphere, that's why it is not passes through India. Then 23.5 degrees southern hemisphere. See in this diagram students, this is Tropic of Cancer, this is equator and this is Tropic of Capricorn. Okay. Now the next is Antarctic Circle at 66.5 degree north, whereas the Antarctic Circle at 66.5 degrees south. This is northern hemisphere and this is southern hemisphere. Arctic Circle 66.5 degree north, whereas Antarctic Circle 66.5 degree south. Okay. Now after latitudes we will discuss about longitudes. Longitudes again imaginary lines we have discussed and I have already explained you that thing. Then they runs through North Pole to South Pole. Let me tell you students. They are vertical in nature. Okay. These are horizontal which are known as latitude, whereas these lines which are vertical in nature, they runs through North Pole to South Pole. Okay. That's why clear, they runs through North Pole to South Pole. They are vertical in nature. Now they runs North Pole to South Pole. They are not parallel to each other. Like latitudes, they are not parallel to each other. Now some important longitudes are. First is prime meridian. Okay, prime meridian. Let me give you one example students. In our previous classes, we have discussed that earth is like a sphere, okay, and equator divides the sphere into two hemispheres. Whereas in this way, if I talk about the vertical line, this middle line is known as prime meridian, okay, at 0 degree. So 0 degree longitude, it passes through British Royal Observatory at Greenwich, which is in London. Another name of prime meridian is UTC, Coordinated Universal Time. I am repeating, this is the most important thing students. Mostly questions comes in your GK question. Prime meridian is another name of prime meridian is UTC, Coordinated Universal Time. 0 degree longitude. See, this is 0 degree longitude and this is also known as prime meridian. Okay. Clear? 0 degree longitude, prime meridian. Up, listen students. The front portion of this line is known as, prime meridian, whereas the second back portion is known as international date line. Got it? The front portion is known as prime meridian, whereas the back portion is known as international date line. If I am showing you on the globe, see, this line is known as prime meridian. Got it students? This line is known as prime meridian, and if I am talking, see the back portion of this line, this portion is known as international date line. Clear? I hope it's clear to you students. So both 0 degree means prime meridian, whereas 180 degree longitude means international date line. both 0 degree and 180 degree longitudes divides Earth into hemisphere. This portion is known as this two lines, this prime meridian and this international dateline. Okay, this divides India into two hemisphere. This hemisphere is known as Eastern Hemisphere and this hemisphere is known as Western Hemisphere. Okay, I am again repeating, this 0 degree and 180 degree, see the back portion, 180 degree. Okay, these two longitudes divide Earth into two equal hemisphere. This is known as Eastern, whereas this is known as Western Hemisphere. Now towards east, if we move towards east, suppose this is PM, okay, prime meridian, this is east, this is west. If we move towards east, then time is plus, and if we move towards west, then time is minus. I hope it's clear. These all these things are the basic things of your first chapter. Thank you so much.